The Bible says the Jews are black. You understand?
A nation of priests.
They ain't gonna never read you that.
But what happened?
They ain't gonna tell you that the Jews are so-called black people.
This book of the law of the Lord, this is only for
It's only a matter of time
only for us. It was given to us
before the remnant of Israel
That's our
wakes
Lord.
up.
That's right.
That's our big brother. That's the one that's coming back
And we
for
ride.
us. Back for us.
We come from a bloodline of priests, sold into captivity. Father, break these chains off me, make me free. In time ambition, 2024 AD. Live from the belly of the beast, Babylon. Should we stay, should we flee? In time's ambition.
intentionally.
I believe that they were all Israelites to prove that. Well, not really. Matthew
They all
15 to
lived.
24. I'm only sent to the lost sheep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like yeah, but at the same time, they just be just the lost people of Israel.
That's why I didn't say that they were Jews. That's why I said that I think they all Israelites.
Yeah,
I don't know about it being all Jews, but I believe they definitely all
But
Israelites.
if you want to use Jews in the sense of they all lived in Jerusalem, yeah, they lived in Jerusalem. But I would say, colloquially, we would call it Jews.
Yeah.
But
Judeans.
they might not be of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Another question.
Say that again.
Are all Jews Hebrew Israelites?
All Jews, Hebrew Israelites.
Huh.
I would say so.
All
But
Jews.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. All Jews are Hebrew Israelites, but all Israelites are Jews.
Right. Yeah. All Jews are Israel are Hebrews. So is the white man. So is the Afghan. They all, kind of near the kin of the Israelites. But yes, they're all Semitic. When you say Hebrew, that's basically just saying Semitic.
Yeah, because coming from Eber.
Yeah.
And Abraham came from Eber, and he was called the Hebrew.
Yeah.
He's the first one that was called the Hebrew.
And that's coming from Noah's sons. It's basically just going back to the flood. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem, and then down the line he had Eber, like you said, and then Eber has Abraham, and then we have Isaac and Jacob, and then through Jacob we got all the Israelites. So if you're an Israelite, you are a Hebrew. Every Israelite, whether you Jew or whether you're Jew or an Israelite, is a Hebrew.
Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, all Hebrew.
But not all Hebrews are Israelites, because the so-called white man is a Hebrew. So is
Edomite.
Right, a Hebrew Edomite. So is the Arabian or the Afghanistan man. Or, let me see, Arabian man. Yeah. So is the Arabian man or the Muslim. They are Hebrews as well.
They're Hebrew Ishmaelites.
Right. Same thing as the Chinese and the Japanese man. They're Hebrews too. They're Shemitic too. They're just not Israelites, but they are Hebrews.
Yeah, a lot of people think because we had a.
What's the difference?
What's the difference between? Yeah, that's right. Think about that. You gotta think about this. When you say Hebrew Israelite and Israelite, there's no difference really. When you say Hebrew Israelite and Israelite, every Israelite is a Hebrew.
Every Israelite is a Hebrew.
There's no difference. A lot of people like to give you, they're like, well, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, but I'm an Israelite.
Right.
Like, I don't know why you were trying to make that determination of the difference. As we're speaking, the man said, it's because Hebrew is a language. I'm like, no, it was a people before it was a language.
That's right.
Like we were bringing out that Abraham was called the Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read that?
Which the Abraham part?
You can just read the Shem.
Okay. This is Genesis chapter 10, and I'll start at number 21. Because we're reading about, of course, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This is the lineage of Shem, who is the father of the Semitic people. Because Semitic just means it's a derivative of the word Shem. So it says, verse 21, Genesis 10 and 21, unto them also the father of all the children of Eber. Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam.
That's the Indian people.
Elam is the East Indian with the dot on their head. I forgot about them. They are Hebrews too.
Yeah.
You know, the Persian man, the Persians, those are Hebrews too. Man, I could, let me just keep on. In Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber. And unto Eber were two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almadad and Shalef, so forth and so on, right? And then chapter 11 tells you about there's one language in the Tower of Babel. It starts going into that. And then we jump down to verse 10. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and he begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years, and begat Peleg. And then it's going to go all the way down to Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahor. I'm going to start at Nahor, verse 24. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in Ur of the Chaldees. Okay, no.
Yeah, but ain't much after that, because we know Abram just turns to Abraham.
Abram turns into Abraham.
That's the father of our faith.
Right.
Yeah, he just gave you basically the rundown of where you came from.
Right.
He gave you your Genesis.
Yeah. This is Genesis 14 and verse number 13. And there came one that escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, the brother of Eshcol and brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abram.
That's it. Called Abram the Hebrew. And that's where you get the first terminology of the Hebrew, or being Hebrew.
I was going to see if it says anything in this
Looking in the
compact Bible dictionary.
on the Zondervan.
Yeah, let me see if it is. Oh, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says Hebrews, designation for Abraham and descendants, the equivalent of Israelites. Abraham is first in Old Testament to be called Hebrew, as Habiru or Ramana tablets may come from Eber, the father of Peleg and Joktan, a Hebrew root meaning to pass over from the crossing of the Euphrates by Abraham.
That's good information for the people so they know.
Sure.
I like how it brought out in the beginning, like it's Israelites.
Right.
Like if you say Hebrews, we talk about Israelites.
Right.
Not just anybody that's Hebrew. Like the Elamites or anything like that.
Right.
When you say, oh, it's a Hebrew, like just when he said, is he am I Israelite? Hebrew?
Yes.
Am I Israelite? He said,
Right.
like he put them together.
And that's a good one. Also, let me just say this. maybe I can correct myself. Those different nations, Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, Islamic people, the Arabians, the so-called white man, they're all Semitic. Hebrew, like you said, is the Israelites, because Abraham was called the Hebrew. But then Abraham did have other nations to come out of him as well. So just like the white man, I guess the white man would still be a Hebrew then.
Yeah,
you come
right.
Oh yeah, and them
You're
same
right,
nations
you're
do
right.
come. Yeah.
But think of it like this. Think of it like this. Even though we all have dark skin, they don't call people in Africa really black. They don't like to be called black.
Right.
They're not black, but they have the same skin color.
Right.
Elamites have the same skin color as us, but they're not black.
You're not black.
Like is. But if we say Hebrew, we have the understanding that it's only referring to us. But they don't call themselves Hebrew.
Right.
They just call themselves whatever they are. Oh, I'm Afghani or whatnot. They don't say, oh, I'm Hebrew Afghani.
Yeah.
Like that. So the moniker of Hebrew.
Yeah, that's right. And it just goes back into, it identifies Abraham's kid and not Abraham's seed and not seeds of many, like it says in Paul in what's that, Romans 9, but one, unto one. You know what I mean? It's talking about the one seed through Isaac, Jacob, and the Israelites. So that's what it's going into. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 22. It says, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. God, so yeah, that's just solidifying. You know what I mean? Hebrew Israelites of the seed of Abraham. You know what I mean? That's who he's identified. He's going all the way down.
Yeah, that just shows you that Hebrew Israelite is in the Bible.